Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is I Am Luminescent here with another update. And we're going to get into the 2025 astrology forecast. So if you're new or returning, welcome. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to take a dive into the stars and look at what messages we have for this new year, 2025, the year of the 9. A lot of endings. Okay, early beginnings, but things must end first, okay? This year is packed with transformative energies as it is a 9 year, some rare alignments and opportunities for growth. So let's explore what the stars have in store for us at this time, okay? If you're looking to contact me regarding your astrology for the year, my information is there. So starting out, we have the Saturn and Neptune conjunction taking place in Aries in April. This is allowing us to manifest our dreams into reality through discipline, Saturn, and the dreamy planet Neptune. Jupiter in Cancer shifts on June 9th. This is Jupiter's exaltation, so there's going to be a huge focus on family, home, and emotional security, especially here in the United States. And the nodal shift that already took place, the North Node is in Pisces, South Node is in Virgo. Okay, this is intuition and practicality. We have Neptune moving into Aries from March 30th to October 22nd, then back again January next year, 2026. Neptune rules illusions and magic and also spiritual guidance. And Aries is the I am, so we'll start to identify ourselves as being higher frequency beings. Uranus in Gemini takes place July 7th until November 7th. Then it will come back in April next year, 2026, and Uranus has a 7-year cycle. Uranus in Gemini is breakthroughs in communication, transportation, as well as changes in the way that we think. We're going to think higher than we ever been able to think before. We have a lot of breakthroughs in the medical field as well as education. It's going to be definitely different because we're going to have to include information that has not been included yet before. Next is Saturn in Aries. Saturn in Aries is going to start on May 24th until September 1st, and then it'll return February next year, 2026, until April of 2028. This is basically a reset or a restart of a karmic will or karmic fortune at this time. And Aries is the beginning, just like Neptune and I am. This gives us an opportunity to discipline ourselves, our attitudes, our anger, our energy, to be one with who we say we are. And I am is God, realigning ourselves. Some major transits allows us to explore things of emotional growth, societal values, build solid foundations for long-term ambitions because the outer planets move slower. And we want to embrace the energetic shifts for personal alignment. So even though on the world stage with the outer planets all shifting into other signs, pretty much going back and forth until next year, we're going to see our whole outer world shift and change, which is why Uranus and Gemini is going to be so important. So some retrogrades that are going to take place next year. Of course, the infamous Mercury retrograde happens at least 3 to 4 times every year. But this time we're going into Mercury retrograde with fire signs with a little bit of water with Scorpio, okay? But starting March 15th, we're going to have Mars retrograde. It's going to retrograde in Aries back to Pisces, where Venus is also going to retrograde. Starting March 1st and 12th is going to be in Aries, retrograde to Pisces, and back again. The shadow period begins the end of January on the 28th, and the retrograde begins on March 1st until April 12th of Venus retrograde, and then Venus's shadow period ends May 16th. But going back to Mercury, the second retrograde will be July 18th through August 11th. And it will go retrograde in Leo, which is all about creativity. That's what we're going to be reflecting on, is how am I able to create? What do I need to create? What do I want to create? And what can I be seen or gain traction for creating? Where can I explore myself better in my ways of communicating? And this is Leo, so it can definitely come off very fiery, very frisky, very, it's coming from So there may be some things that we maybe need to come from the heart that have not been said before. That'll come out November 9th through the 29th, 20 days exactly. Sagittarius to Scorpio will be the last retrograde. Sagittarius to Scorpio and then back. So we're going to go on some in-depth discoveries here. This is really about our, of course, beliefs in travel with Sagittarius, but Scorpio is very what's underneath the surface. So there could be a lot of secrets that come out. A lot of those secrets may have to do with things that we don't really want to know with Scorpio being here, but need to find out. Okay, now the eclipses for the year. The first one kicks off on March 14th, right when we're smacking a dab of the Venus retrograde already started. So the lunar eclipse, this is where we're focused on, of course, the moon. But that energy in Pisces is to kind of waking us up or loosen our boundaries a little bit more. With the North Node being in Pisces, we need to loosen up and be more in tune with our spiritual, our soul karmic connections. And the solar eclipse happening in Aries season, March 29th, will be the last one to touch that energy until the eclipse come back here. And this is to, again, align us to who we are, Aries, the godship, the God energy, the grounded part of us, that root chakra needing to be balanced with our sacral and our solar. And because this solar eclipse is taking place in Aries season, this is allowing us, again, because this March is going to be very heavy for everyone collectively. We're going to be feeling each other's energy a lot more. People will start to see auric fields a lot better. Okay, so moving on to the lunar eclipse during Virgo season, September 7th, that's definitely a day of the goddess. So septa means 7. So again, this is spiritual enlightenment, but it's on the south node. So there's some type of gifts that we will be restored that allows us to manipulate the earth plane in our favor. And it doesn't necessarily mean hurting others as much as it means that we're reconnecting with Mother Earth. The solar eclipse that comes 2 weeks after that, right at the very tail end of Virgo season, starting the fall equinox on the 21st, the solar eclipse is going to, again, give us the ability to activate what it is that we've been using our magic on. And this is a very super important, date or time of the year as well. So it's very important to be tapped in September to your inner magic, your inner knowing. The lunar eclipse March 14th is going to help you because it's going to show you what your spiritual destiny is. So come Virgo season, when we have the eclipses, you will know exactly what changes, what facts, what figures, what statistics, what real material you will be required to have, use, mix, mingle, wet, dry, ring, grow, all those things. Virgo is a blacksmith, okay? Virgo resonates with the ability to manipulate your life with physical objects. And therefore, to kind of briefly sum up the North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo, this is absolutely a time to get tapped into your higher self, your ascended self, as well as your earthly self. They are starting to balance out. So you know what your spiritual life is and what your earthly life is. With Neptune moving with Saturn into Aries, Aries is identity, how we see ourselves. Pisces is behind the mask. So this nodal flip is basically asking you to surrender to your higher power in so many different ways. All right, so thank you so much for exploring the brief landscape of what 2025 is going to be like. Again, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone you know who will benefit from it. And don't forget to visit my website should you want any personal readings for the upcoming year and how these eclipses or the moon cycles, or even the retrograde is going to affect you.